Hey guys, let's put you up here. Let's do this. How's that? Is that better? I hope that's better. I don't know. I feel it's better than your normal stand. So we will see. I'm just going to get some shirts unpacked here. Some AJ blanks. Let's see what I use now. That's who I use now. I use AJ blanks exclusively. I do have some still that are Blanks Boutique still. I'm using all of those up first in different, like I only have them in the bigger sizes. I don't have any in the smaller sizes. So I'm using those up first, but as a whole, for the shirts that I do use the most, like 2Ts and 3Ts and all of the onesies, bodysuits, however you want to call it. I try really hard to call it bodysuits, but sometimes I forget and say onesies, but you know, you can't be using the word onesies on Etsy or they'll grab you and get you. They'll get you good. That's a trademark infringement, copyright infringement. I think it's trademark, honestly. I don't know if it's trademark or copyrighted. I think it's trademark. So I use my onesies. I use 6 to 12 and 12 to 18 usually. I do have some 3 to 6. But those all come from AJ Blanks. Kayla, hey. Hey, Michael Ann. Hey, Lisa. Good morning, everybody. Dad is doing good. No more pain meds. He is doing excellent. He's still, with shuffling around a little bit, but as a whole, he's doing a lot better. Thank you for asking. Thank you for asking. I'm so glad you got a notification. I was going to text you and let you know, but I don't have to do that now because you're here. Thank you for the thumbs up already. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Girlfriend, you and me both. It was rough. He was in so much pain. So much pain. It's hard to see your parents in pain. It's really hard, but that's where I've been the last little bit. My dad had to have surgery and I moved in with my mom and dad. It was only supposed to be for like 2 or 3 nights. And then he had a complication and went to the ER. They released him. He went to his primary care. They released him. And then he ended up in the hospital, actually in the hospital. So I ended up staying like a week, which I am not complaining about. I am not upset about. I'm thankful that I was able to be there for him. Sometimes people can't do that, but it's just very, very, very thankful for it, to be honest with you. Very thankful that I work at Etsy now, and I don't work at Etsy. I have an Etsy shop. Technically, Etsy's working for me, but we all know how that goes. We all know. Hey, Barb. Oh, you got a notification? Good. Kayla has problems getting notification for some reason, but she got it this morning, and I'm very thankful for that. Let me check the heat press 1 second. All right. We're almost there at the heat press. We're at 260, and we need to be at 300. So I'm just thankful that I got to be there and help and everything, and then my mom didn't have to do it by herself. Speaking of family, let me send this to my family real quick. And I want you guys to know something. For some reason, YouTube is rolling out ads in live videos. So if you get that, once the ad's over or once you can skip it, please skip it if you can. Make sure you fast forward to where we are, or else you're going to be really far behind. I've learned that through my sister the hard way. So give me just 1 second. Let me send this to my family. So I sent it to my family. They drive me nuts. I don't like them. I don't like it, but I don't have a choice in the matter. So it's not fun. Yeah, it's hard to see. That's for sure. It was really hard to see, and the pain level he had was pretty bad. But anyways, let's talk about this. Let's talk about today. So let's see what we got going on. Let me make sure my phone's turned off because I have the song by Dave Matthews Band Crash Into Me as my ringtone. I can't be having that going off, or YouTube will have a conniption fit. It's, So anyways, what are you guys up to? Sorry it's been so long. I think it's been like 2 weeks, maybe even 3 since I went live. But 2 weeks of it, I was helping my mom and dad out. Well, not 2 weeks of it, like a week of it. And then I just took some time. Etsy, I changed my turnaround time on Etsy to 2 weeks. And I noticed a huge drop in orders when I did that, which I'm okay with. But I bumped it back up and I'm going back up again in sales. So, but I needed a break, to be honest with you. I was tutued out. I was so burned out on tutus that it's actually been a nice little break. But now it's like they're all due out, so I gotta get them done. So let me see where I can put you guys for me to hi. For me to is this too high? Hold on a second. There you go. I gotta heat press these shirts out in half. You guys know how that goes. Gotta crease them in the hat in the middle to find your center. I guess you don't have to. Some people don't. Some people use the Hoopmaster Station. I had one and hated it. I did not like it at all. I didn't like the way it acted. I didn't like the way oh no, Kayla. I missed that. So was it on Facebook? Because sometimes Facebook doesn't give me all the notifications. I think it's because I have like 1,100 friends. It doesn't give me all the notifications. And I don't know how to go in. Maybe you can tell me how to go in and pick certain people that I always want to get a notification from, because you're one of them and I don't get them and I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I truly don't know what I'm doing wrong. Aw, sweet girl. She didn't know what she was doing was wrong. Says the mama of Luca. So, you know how that goes. You know how that goes. Luca destroys my tutus. She likes to nest in them. And she ruins my tutus. Ugh. So, I get it. I get it for sure. Oh my gosh, 4 thumbs up already. Thank you guys. I appreciate that. I really do. It makes my heart so happy when you guys do that. Like you just don't even know. It really does. It helps the live, it helps this channel, it helps the stream, it helps everything. So not only does it make my heart happy, I'm very thankful because it really does help everything. So you know how that goes. Because sometimes it's hard to be seen. Sometimes it's just hard to be seen. Oh no, that's so sad. I hate it when that happens. Luca's done that to me with tutus, and not only is it digging in my pocket to replace the order, like to replace the materials, but it's also like, I just made those. Like, I don't want to remake. I didn't want to really make them that much in the first place, much less remake them. Isn't that awful? Isn't that an awful thing to say? I blame the UPS man. There you go. Put that blame where it belongs. I'm a full firm believer, and I learned this with my labbies when they were babies. It's rarely the dog's fault. Speaking of doggies, hi, Lulu. Get out of that. Leave it. Lulu. Luca's mad at me. I don't know why. I haven't done anything to make her angry. Hi, Lou. She's ignoring me. Like, she'll look straight at me and go and do her own thing. But I've learned it's rarely the animal's fault. It's usually the humans that set them up for failure. That's what I feel. Because in all honesty, dogs are going to be dogs. They're doing doggy things, which is what they're supposed to do, you know? They don't speak English. They don't know these things. They're just being dogs. And I've learned it with Luca. I left a pair of Terry got me a pair of LL Bean slippers for Christmas, and they're like fuzzy on the inside. I left it out, and she destroyed them. And I think it's because she thought it was a toy, like the squishy. What's the word I'm looking for? I can't think of the word I'm looking for. The fluff. I think she thought it was one of her toys. And so, you know, that's my fault. That's not her fault. She's just being a puppy, doing what puppies do. So, you know, it's up to the humans to make it where it's not like that. Luca's sitting right in the way. Let me see if I can show you guys. And say hi. You got slobbers on your face. That's so gross, Luca. She had slobbers. Hey, Patina. She has slobbers all over her face. She shook and slobbers go everywhere. Isn't that right, girlfriend? Isn't that right, baby? She said, I can't help it. I'm just a Mastiff mix. Slobbers is what I do. And when I shake, sometimes slobbers go everywhere. All right, girlfriend. So anyways, that's how I feel about dogs. Like, you guys know I love puppies. You guys know that. This is not a surprise, right? But I really seriously and truly believe that it's our responsibility as humans to kind of take care of that. There you go. Hi. All right. So, what are you guys up to today? What's going on? Give me, Bettina. You're new in the search. No, sorry, I can't even talk, you guys. I'm so tired. I'm so sleep deprived. You're new in the chat. So what I was saying earlier is, if you guys get an ad when it's over, or when you can skip it, please skip it when you're able to. Make sure you fast forward to where we're at, or else you're going to be really far behind. I've learned that with my sister. My sister told me that. I had no idea to begin with, but my sister did tell me. Because I got a good sister. Let me tell you. I got a good sister. All right. Got to oil the machines. Luca, do you ever feel like you're right in the way, girlfriend? I mean, like, right in the way? Do you ever feel that way, Lulu? Because you are, girlfriend. Lulu, I got to work here, baby. Luca Puka. Luca de Puka. You got to move, girlfriend. You want to get in your bed? Mama, make your bed up? There you go, sweet girl. There you go. You get in your bed? Yeah, Mama made it up for you. There you go. There you go. Good job, sis. Glad I caught your smiling face. Aw. Have a great day. Thank you so much. Putting me on my echoes if I don't respond this way. Okay, thank you, Kayla. I've had so much work to do, you guys. I'm just tired. But we got this. Let's get started, shall we? Shall we get started? All right, I need to find a good way to plug you guys in because my battery is high right now, but it's not always going to be high. And I need to charge my phone too. So I'm going to have to figure that out. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to run one machine on shirts and I'm going to run one machine on samples. How do we feel about that, guys? Because I'm doing something new in my shop and I'm not going to tell you guys because I haven't done it yet. But I'm working on it, something new. Well, actually, I just did something new, so I'm doing something newer, new-ish again. So I'll tell you guys when I figure it out. Because I'm still in the process. I had the great idea. I had a good idea, right? Okay. I have an idea of what I want to do. And I've done some samples on it. Some, not a lot. I think I've done like 6. And I want to have like 15 before I jump into it. I've done several different things. I'm offering a new kind of tutu. I am no longer doing size 10, 12, or 14, only up to size 8, which is the highest tutu I can make. So I just decided to just do up to the size tutu, and that way I don't have to carry as much inventory. So that's good. And I'm doing something new now. So here we go. Speaking of which, I got to do something real quick. Angela was out of size 8 in girls white puff sleeve. So I sent one to Pam and I forgot to mark it on my inventory. So there we go, marked on my inventory. My dog has to bring favorite stuff. Yeah. Yeah. They're just being puppies, That's what they do. It's our job as humans to make it to where they don't do the bad things. Our job is their parents, caregivers, whatever you believe it to be. They're humans to make it better. Sorry, guys. I'm just grabbing some hoops. Just grabbing the hoops. Got to do several different sizes today. So I got to get the big ones out too. My cans. I call these cans. What do you call them? Headphones? What do you guys call these? I call them cans. And I have AirPods too, and I call those AirPods, but I've always called those cans instead of headphones. So I'm curious now to know what you guys call them. So Lucas got a toy bin up here too. And COOKIES. We say that and TREATS. I can't say them because she's going to want them. But I have those up here for her too, which I know shocks you guys that I have stuff up here for Luca. I really don't want to get started. I have to. I don't. And once I get started, it won't be that big of a deal. I just got to get in it. Just got to get into it. I feel like I need to move you guys like that. I feel like that's the way to do it. What do you guys think? Oh, girlfriend, that was the biggest sigh I've ever heard, Lulu. And yes, you heard me. I call her my girlfriend. I say, girlfriend. I say, girlfriend, girlfriend. And she comes running. I used to do that with Gypsy too. Gypsy was our yellow lab that we lost a little bit ago. And we lost her a few years ago. Still feels like yesterday though. But having said that, sorry, you got to get it right. Gotta center it right. I gotta turn on the fan. Hold on. It is too hot up here not to have a fan on. I should have vacuumed up here first. I forgot that the last thing I did was minky. I should vacuum, but I'm not going. I'm not making tutus, so it'll be okay. But still, you guys know how that goes. But anyways, I was saying that I would say that to Gypsy, and she would come like wagging her tail so hard she would almost fall over. It was really cute. Lulu, you okay? Is it because I turned on the fan? I have to. It's hot up here. We had the heat press running. She's over here grunting. Her not happy with the fan on. Not my fault. Not my problem. It has to be on because I'm about to sweat to death. Not really sweat to death, but it's hot up here. I thought we had that fixed because they came out. Terry, I don't know if y'all remember or not, but Terry had them come out and spray extra, what is that called? The itchy, puffy stuff you put up in the attic. And it makes you itch really bad. I can't remember what it's called. What is that called? Hey, Cece. So it's called, yes, insulation. You know, the itchy stuff. Goodness gracious. Sorry, guys. Give me just 1 second. I got to find the design. And the one that I really need to make today is messed up. It's really messed up. So I got to stare you down, guys. I know how much you love that, and you know how much I love that. Let's pull you down. Oh my gosh, I'm telling you. I messed this one up good. Hang on. I'm sorry, guys. I have to stare you down. You know, I hate doing that to you guys, but this is the one that has to go out today. Like, I don't have any choice. It's going out today. So I have to redo it because I'm a ding-dong. I didn't do it right. There it is. Oh, it is right. They're just, colors are just like super close together. Sorry. There we go. The colors are just like smack close together. There's like, it's like one red and then one like shade off of that, because I've got to make them with alternating colors, which is what they asked for. So I have to okay. So I thought they were all one color, but they're not. They're just like super close together in colors. So give me just 1 second. Okay. Ta-da! Ta-da! Let's see. I don't know if this is going to be long enough. It's not going to be long enough. We're going to have to do a cut, which is fine. That is no big deal whatsoever. No big deal whatsoever. We got this. Have you guys sitting on my, I have like a 3-drawer thing. I don't know what to call it. It's like a 3-drawer plastic container that I put my scraps in, like according to the way I use them. That's not big enough either. Well then, Well then, what we gotta do, we gotta make it bigger. So that's good. Maybe this one will be big enough. Okay. That's good. I'll show you guys. It's this. And I keep them, like this is scraps. This is for the barn. And this is for everything else that I have pre-cut. I pre-cut a lot of stuff, like that I know will fit. That way I'm not constantly cutting. I do a half yard at a time. I cut the half yard in half at the top. So it's 2 half yards, like the fold is gone. So, and I heat and bond those. And then I cut from that. But if it's something that I know I use a lot of, then I pre-cut it. Like this. Just pre-cut it. Makes it a whole lot easier. Just makes it easier for me. I don't know. It's probably not easier for everybody, and it may not be as easy as it could be for me. I don't know. But that's just the way I do it, and it just makes it, because I do so many different designs, but I try to use the same color scheme for most of my stuff. So I'm not having to carry huge inventories of fabric. I've cut back on a lot of my fabric and given it to either Pam or my friend Wendy. I've cut back on my blanks, and I sent those to Kayla and some to Pam and some to Wendy. So it's just, I'm trying to not necessarily downsize as much as I'm just trying to be more cost effective. I don't know if that makes any, maybe that's not the right term. Maybe that's not what I'm looking for. Maybe it is downsizing. I don't know. Anyhow, what I'm trying to do is make it easier. Because I am running out of room up here very fast, and I want to get a third machine. I need to get a third machine. I don't know if I can't afford it at this moment to get a new machine. And I don't know, like, legit have no clue where I'm going to put it. Legit. I'm looking around. I don't know where I'm going to put it, but I'm in the need for a third machine. So I don't know. I desperately need one, but number one, I can't afford it. And number two, I don't know where I'd put it. But I really need one. I've got like maybe a fifth of it saved. Maybe a fifth of it. Yeah, about a fifth of it saved. But I don't want to finance it because number one, I don't like paying interest. That's why I have a credit card for the business and I pay it off every week. So I don't get charged interest at the end of the month or beginning of mine's due the 7th. So at the 7th of the month, I just pay it off weekly. And I don't want any kind of like, my very first machine I bought, my 2300, the flatbed that I had, and I used for like a good 2 years before I got multi-needles. I did finance that one, and it was not a good experience. So, what's that saying? Once bitten, twice shy. She's selling her 10 needle. Really? Where's she located? She's South. She's Southern. I love her voice. She's Southern. I love your voice too, Kayla. You got a cute little Southern voice too. I love accents. I really do. I think they're awesome. I think they tell a story. But yeah, and I'm not against Emily, so please don't take it that way. But I'm kind of, I've seen friends of mine get used ones, and I've seen some horror stories with it. Um, Absolute horror stories, which I shouldn't. I don't know. I guess I shouldn't take that for how it is, but I've seen more horror stories than I have seen good stories. So I don't know. I'm very indecisive right now. Why is she selling her tin needle? Does she have another one? Is she going to start using a single needle? Because I see her all the time in her TikToks with her tin needle. With her tin needle. Did I say tin needle or did I say single needle? For those of you that are just popping in, make sure when you have to watch an ad, because I can't control it, make sure after you watched it or skip it if you can, that you fast forward in the chat to be current, or else you're going to fall behind and nothing's going to make any sense. And I'm really big on no waste as well. Like when it comes to fabrics, I don't want to waste anything, especially with Joann closing. I don't know if any of us can afford to waste anything now that they're closing and we can't get our fabrics anymore. But I'll show you what little waste I have. This is what little waste I have. This one is a little bit wasteful, but I didn't have a choice. That was the end of the cutting field. So, but that's all I wasted. So, Kayla says, oh, okay. That makes sense. That makes sense. Once this one gets up and going, like just stitching out where I don't have to cut anything, I'm going to head over to the small machine. Why do I say small machine? They're both the same size. Head over here and start some samples. I've got a bad case of the shakes. Like I am shaking. I feel like I had too much coffee and I haven't had any food. So I feel like that's the deal. I feel like I've just got too much coffee in me. I'm like literally shaking. And I'll show you on this one too, the waist I have. And it's not just up here that I'm anti-wasteful, like if that's even a word, anti-waste. I don't know, against the waste. But I'm like that in life too, like everyday life. Like when I go to Starbucks, I use my own cup. I try to. I don't always succeed. In fact, when I was staying at my mom and dad's house, I succeeded not at all. But when I think about it, I try to bring my own cup. And I never take straws from any restaurant. That kind of stuff. Oh, Kayla sent me something. Yes, friend. Hey, Megan. Congratulations. That is awesome. Congratulations. That's so exciting. I was just talking about how I need a third one. Are you getting a multi-needle, or are you getting another flatbed? I'm so excited. New machines are so much fun. Whoop, whoop. That's awesome. I'm excited for you. This is what I wasted on that one. So you guys see, I'm just anti-waste. Hi, beautiful girl. What you doing, monkey? I can't believe you're cold. It is so hot in here. Oh, I bet you got a good deal. That's awesome. I'm so excited for you. Switching from a single needle to a multi-needle is life-changing. And I know that that sounds dramatic, and that's fine if it sounds dramatic, because it is. It is literally like when I switched, I was afraid. I always said that I was going to be single needle girl. I was going to get multi-single needle machines because I was scared to death of the multi-needle because they're scary. Like, if you're used to a single needle, the multi-needles are kind of scary. I'm going to be honest with you. And then once I got one, I was like, holy crap, my life has changed so much. So much. I got over my fear because I'm telling you, you'll see. Megan, if you have any questions or anything like that, reach out to me. Do you have me on Instant Messenger? Megan, are we friends on Facebook? Hold on. Megan, are you on Facebook? I feel like we're friends on Facebook. We are friends on Facebook. I sent you a message on Facebook. I didn't want to say your last name out loud, so I stopped myself. Thank you guys for the 8 thumbs up. I really appreciate it. I appreciate it so much. So much, so much. I figured it out, Megan. I was trying to see if we were friends on Facebook, and we are. I just didn't want to say your last name out loud in case you didn't want it out loud. Some people, I'm out there, right? Like, I'm just out there. It doesn't matter. Let me push you guys down a little bit. My last name's out there. It's Chow. It's, it's out there. It's in my VIP group, which, by the way, if you guys are not a member of the VIP group and you want to be, just ask to join, and me or one of my amazing mods will approve you. See, this is all the waste I had on that one. And this is one of those I can't get anymore. So I am like hoarding it. No, you're fine. I sent you a message on there. If you want to message back and let me know you got it, that's up to you. It's basically like, if you have any questions at all about your 10 needle, just send me a message, shoot me a message on Facebook Messenger, and I'll answer them, because you're going to have questions. My friend Jessica had a 6 needle, which was the same year my 10 needles were from. And she helped me a lot. So it really does help if you have somebody who can help you in that sense, that can, that can answer your questions for you. I will tell you, I go to bed early. You can ask Pam. Look at my watch and say it's time to go to bed. But I will try. I'll try my best to answer you as soon as I can. It is a lot different. It's a lot different. It's a lot different. In my opinion, and even in Pam's opinion, it's easier. Etsy. Pam says it's got to be easier than the Ricoma. And I think that a lot of people that have Ricomas think that. I will not buy a Ricoma. If 10 needles scare me, like this 10 needle scared me, Ricoma freaks me out. That and Melco, they freak me out. Which is kind of silly. Like, if you think about it, it's kind of silly, right? All right, that one's set to just stitch, and it's got to stitch for 53 minutes. 53, you heard that right. 53 minutes. So, hold on, hold that thought. Okay, so I think I'm going to do some samples. I think. Yeah, that's what I do. I have a local. Well, mine's not really local. Mine's like the next really big town over. There's like 3 towns in between, but it's fine. I cannot take mine downstairs because my stairs are so steep. They are so steep. It's I know they're up to code or whatever, like, but it's like, I mean, most staircases I feel are like that, and I feel like mine's like this. Just getting these upstairs, I almost fell backwards. Terry was pulling up, I was pushing up, and I almost fell backwards like that with each machine. One time with each machine. All right, let me figure out what I want to do over here. I just placed a very large shirt order through Angela, but she didn't have everything that I needed. It's not very large. I take that back. It was large, but it was not very large. However, when she gets, sorry, big breath. When she gets everything in stock that I need, it's going to be a huge order, like $600-700 order. It's going to be huge. I'm still here. I'm just changing out threads, thread colors. Yeah, I mean, that's it, Barb. So they come out to my house, and it costs more, costs a lot more. But, you know, I figure that is the cost of my orders. You know, With each order, I figure in, hold on. I was going to say something. And I totally lost what I was saying. I mean, totally lost. It's gone. It is. See you later. Gone. I need to cut some stabilizer. Can't even talk today. I don't remember what I was saying. Okay, those are going. I truly do not remember what I was saying. I don't remember what I was saying, like, at all. Anybody remember what I was saying? I don't remember. Can't remember. Thank you guys for the thumbs up. I just saw it. Thank you. I really appreciate it. It makes my heart very happy. I think what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to cut some stabilizer while these are going. This is how I buy stabilizer. It's 200 yards. It is the least expensive way I have found it. Oh, that's what I was saying. On every listing that I do, I add a certain amount for machine wear and tear, because it goes, your machine goes through it, right? I add everything: packaging, stabilizer, electricity that you use, all the little things. That if you don't do that, it adds up really fast, and all of a sudden your profit isn't your profit. Does that make sense? That's what I was trying to say. But anyways, I'm cutting some stabilizer now because I'm almost out of the size that I use all the time. I get a lot cut out of this, so I buy it this size. I can cut it. It's a 12-inch roll. Ugh. And I cut 12 by 10, so I cut it every 10 inches for my 7.25 frame. And I do a 12 by 12 for my 8 by 9 frame. So I just go through and cut them. It saves me a ton of money. I would highly recommend it. I'm sure Barb does it, but I would highly recommend it. I think it does amazing, honestly. I think that I saved quite a bit rather than buying the pre-cut off of Amazon. I saved a lot of money. And I always buy the 200-yard roll. It's $139.99. Just so you guys aren't like shocked when you look it up. I buy it from worldwidener.com. And it just saves a lot of money. A lot. It's a fraction of the price that when you do it this way than it is when you buy it on pre-cut. I know it's a big expenditure at first, so a lot of people, you can buy a 50-yard, 100-yard, 200-yard, 25 yards. Just buy what you can afford and save the money. That's just more profit you can go and spend and have fun with. It's just a lot of money you can save. A lot. And yeah, it's cumbersome. Yeah, it's like hard to find a place for it. It's very large and bulky. But I look at that, and then I look at how much money I'm saving, and I'm like, I'll just find a place to put it. I'll figure it out. I like to save money where I can. Because if you think about it, like if you really give it some thought, this is not a cheap business to run. You know what I mean? Like machines are $10,000 to $15,000. If you go with a multi-needle, they can be up to $5,000. That's mine. The one I had was $5,000, my single needle. It adds up. And I do the same thing for over the back. I don't use Tender Touch. Tender Touch is stupid expensive. I know a lot of people swear by it, but I like this one just fine, and I buy it at a 200-yard roll from worldwidener.com. And I get the 8-inch roll, and I cut them 8 inches. and it works good. That works really well. Really, really well. So we got, now it's cold up here. Now I'm cold. I think it's, the fan's on high. It's pushing a lot of cold air on me, so now I'm cold. And Luke is cold. Let me cover her up. Want a blanket? Her's covered up now. So we're just going to run samples on that one and orders on this one. Because the one that's going on right now, the one that's stitching out right now is the only one I have to get out today. Tomorrow I'm going to the doctor. I'm getting my contacts. So you guys are going to see me with no glasses. And so I got to go. It's like 11:30, so it's like smack in the middle of the day, which is, but it's the only one they had available. So, and I wanted to go get them. So, and then Thursday, I don't know what I'm doing. Friday, I've got some stuff going on Friday. So Thursday, I got to get my Friday order. The next order is due out on Friday, so I've got to get those done. But I'll probably get them done on Thursday and go hang out with my sister on Friday. Hi, Lori. How are you? I'm glad you're here. That's awesome. I love hearing that. I really do love hearing that. It makes me happy. It makes my heart happy. I have some more coffee that's making me shake. It's almost gone. Almost gone. See? How cute is it? I love it. My mom got it for me for Christmas a few years ago. And it was made correctly because the white still isn't yellowing. I'm glad things are going good for you. So we're just waiting for these to stitch out. So let's see here. I use Cutaway, medium weight Cutaway. I get it from worldwidener.com. I was just talking about it. I buy a 200-yard roll for $139.99. They do have a 100, a 50, and a 25-yard roll available. But it just saves so much money off of getting it through pre-cut through Amazon. I don't know. I don't know if they offer it pre-cut on their website. I don't know. But if they do, it's going to be more expensive. Ooh. Got the shakes and now I'm dizzy. Cutaway would be better. Absolutely. Absolutely. You'll notice a lot of your problems fade away with that. It'll help a lot. Yeah, I just buy the biggest they make so I can have it in bulk and save money. Oh, you're welcome. Anything else I can answer for you or any other questions you have, just let me know. Are you a member of the VIP group on Facebook? Because if you're not, you should, well, come on over. It's just called Sweet Threads Gifts VIP. You do have to request to join because it's a private group. I've got my phone on me, so when you ask to join, I will approve it immediately. Me or one of my wonderful mods. Because I have some kick butt mods, that's for sure. Yeah, absolutely. And you can ask questions and that kind of thing. I try to be very present and I try to be on there a lot. The last 2 weeks, like I said, my dad had surgery and I was at their house and he had a little bit of complications from the surgery. So I was there for a while. And then after that, it took me a while to catch up on sleep. But I'm back now and trying to do my best. So that's good. We got 28 more minutes on this one and 3 on this one. So, and then we'll put another one on. How to figure out what I want to do. Got to figure it out. The coffee's all gone. My coffee is super easy to make. It is just Starbucks iced coffee in a 30 ounce, maybe it's 40 ounce. I think it's 32 ounces. I don't know. Whatever size the Yetis, the big Yetis are. Ice, Starbucks iced coffee, a little splash of half and half, and 3 pumps of vanilla. That's how I make it at home. If I go to Starbucks, I get a quad espresso. Vanilla. Two minutes left on this bad boy. One minute left. Turns out I am already a member. Oh, good job. Don't feel bad. I was trying to talk to Megan earlier. She's on here, Megan Louise Crafts. And I couldn't figure out if she was a friend of mine on Facebook or not. So don't feel bad. I get like that all the time. So trust me, it's very much understandable. I fail at being on top of things all the time. One sample down. Let's get another one going, shall we? What do you guys think about that? I don't have a lot of tutus to make. I only have 3. So I'm not going to do them today. I'm trying to decide which sample to do, and I don't know which one to do. Megan, that reminds me. Do you have Mighty Hoops? Because you can't use your Mighty Hoops from a Racoma on a Brother 10 needle. Just, you probably know that already, but I thought I'd share. Okay, got that one set up. I just need to find fabric. Yes, they do. I figured you knew, because you're smart and you know things, right? But I thought I would mention it just in case, because there are some people that don't know that. So I just thought I'd be helpful if possible, if at all possible. Because there are some things I wish people had told me. That wasn't one of them, but some of the common sense things I wish people had told me that were silly comments, like very commonsensical. That's a new word I just made up, commonsensical. Unless it's already a word and then I didn't make it up. But having said that, I wish that there was somebody to tell me common sense stuff like that. Like, well, now I can't think of anything, but yeah, common sense stuff. It would have been nice. What adorable designs are you doing today? I'm making samples for a surprise in my shop, and this is just an order. It goes out. It's just an ice cream. It's like an ice cream thingy. Oh, mother of pearl. Mother of pearl. I messed that up. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. So, be right back. I need to turn you guys so you don't think I'm disappearing when I come over here. I'm still here. I'm just waiting for this to, so I can cut it. And I do certain samples on these instead of shirts. And sometimes I do them on shirts. So if you guys are hearing this and you guys have watched any ads, make sure when you come back that you fast forward to where we are, because it gets a little confusing. And I don't know how to turn the ads off. I love my 10 needles. I need to get another one. I was talking to my sister about it. I don't know if it wasn't was it yesterday? No. Let's say it was Sunday. She's like, we'll find somewhere to put it. And I was like, okay. I don't know where, but we'll figure it out. We will figure it out. Thank you guys for all the thumbs up. I know you probably get tired of me hearing that from me, but I really do appreciate it. And I think that you guys should know that I appreciate it. Megan, the one thing I would suggest you not getting, and they kind of try to pressure you into it, like a lot, they try to pressure you into it a lot, is the tubular supports from Mighty Hoop. I had a horrible experience with mine. Mine worked perfectly for like a year and a half. And then I had one bad experience on one machine. And 3 days later, I thought it was a fluke. They had to come and fix my machine from it. Thought it was a fluke. And then it happened like 3 days later on my other machine. They had to come out and adjust both machines. And they told me that they've been seeing that a lot. So I would stay away. I would stay away from it. The tubular supports. If I wouldn't have been up here, like if I would have just let it stitch out like some people do, like I've done in the past, like if I have to go to the bathroom or if I'm thirsty or if I'm hungry, I'll leave it while it's stitching out and go downstairs and do whatever needs to be done. Not anymore. Not anymore. And they were expensive. They were like $150 or something like that a piece. So I refuse. I threw mine away. Yeah, I'm telling you, it'll ruin your machine. And then when I tried to bring it up to a certain person who sells them, she told me it was my fault, that I was hooping things wrong. And that really made me mad. And then talking to another friend of mine who does embroidery as well, she has a six needle. Brother 6 needle. Apparently it's happened to her too. Yeah, I'm telling you right now, it put a very sour taste in my mouth for Mighty Hoops. Very sour. I still use them because I think that they're the best hoops, but I will not use any of their accessories, like their hooping station. I refuse to use the tubular supports anymore. The guy that came out and fixed my machine said it was a good thing that I was right here. Apparently, Brother makes them now. Apparently, Brother makes some now. Something very similar, but it's like $450 a piece. Like, I thought 150 was a lot. So I didn't like paying the $150, but I paid it twice, one for each machine, so it's $300, and I threw them away. I was very lucky that the gentleman was coming out to service the machines. So I didn't have to pay a separate $400 trip charge and fee to fix the machine. They were able to fix it while they were here. So there's that. That was good. But you know, I would steer anybody away from doing it just because of my experience with it, because they're expensive. They're $150 a piece. You know, I got them because I felt at the time it saved my machine a lot of stress from the hoops, because mighty hoops are heavy, and especially when I'm doing blankets, because that's minky on it. You know, good amount of minky on it. So I thought I had done the right thing, but it turns out I didn't. So I would just suggest for anybody, if they want to do them, you know, that's up to you. If you're on the fence about them, just listen to my experience. I'm not trying to tell you what to do. Mine is just an experience that I had. So that one's got 36 minutes to go. This one's got 5. So I don't know, friend. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you about that part of it. So yeah, that's where I stand on it. Yeah, and then she blamed it on me, the way I hoop things. And I was like, I've had them for a year and a half. You know, I don't even know if it was a year and a half, 2 years. I can't remember. I used them for so long. I was like, I've never had an issue. I use them every day, multiple times a day, multiple shirts a day. And I've never hooped. I've never had an issue, and I've never had an issue hooping. So it made me very angry that she tried to blame it on me. Like, it really did. It made me very angry. Made me very angry. She said she'd never heard of it before. She contacted Mighty Hoop, said they've never heard of it happening before. And then I was talking to a friend of mine who does embroidery as well. She's like, yeah, it happened to me. So it's very, very frustrating when that happens. Very frustrating. Very frustrating. So it kind of dimmed my light a little bit. I was very lucky. It cost me nothing to fix it. That's why I didn't push it. Now, if it had cost me the $400, like they said it would, then I would have been very pushy about it. But they didn't have to charge me because they were already coming out. So I kind of just left it. 1 minute left. Trying to blame it on me. Not a good idea. Oh, also, talking about stabilizers, I get my water soluble at World Widener too. I like to be transparent with you guys and tell you like what's going on and where I get stuff and that kind of thing. So I did forget to tell you guys that. I get my water soluble at World Widener too. Oops, that's good. machine made a funky noise. I'm just going to turn this machine off because everything I need to do, the colors are on that machine. So there we go. Okay. Oh my gosh. Holy mackerel, 96. That's a big quilt. Well, depending on how big the squares are. How big are your squares? That's a lot of squares. It's always good to stay busy, I feel. You know, I always feel it's good to stay busy. Oh my gosh, that's a lot. When I make quilts, I try to make, if I make block quilts, you know, just like blocks, I always try to do them 10 inches. Who could sound asleep? She'll sleep through me talking, and she'll sleep through the machines going. But as soon as I turn the machines off or I stop talking, she wakes up. I think in the beginning, when I did this in the beginning, I think that she thought I was talking to her. And I think that now she just ignores me on principle. See you later, Megan. Good luck and have fun with your new machine. Text me if you need anything or message me on Facebook, and I will be glad to help you. Just let me know if I can help. Have a good day. Hi, Yvette. How are you? Just real quick, since you just came in, if you get an ad after you watch it or skip it, whatever, if you can skip it, please skip it. Just fast forward to where we are so you don't get left behind because it's happening a lot. I don't know why there's ads in lives now. I mean, I know why, because they make money, but it's beyond ridiculous. They're getting very greedy. I have about 18 minutes left on this one. I'm so used to running two machines, it feels weird just one of them going. So, thank you for the thumbs up, guys. Truly, I appreciate it. I really do. I very much appreciate it. And I appreciate all of you guys taking your time out to come join me on the live. I know time is a precious commodity sometimes, so it's very much appreciated. It really is very much appreciated. Okay. Here we go. We're almost done. Let's see what's going on. Well, hello, Sleeping Beauty. Luca Puka. Get that baby covered up. She's my helper today. So what are you guys up to? I know some of you guys are behind, but what's going on? I know you guys tend to get behind because of the ads. About 14 minutes on that one. So I am curious as to what you guys are all doing today. I figure a lot of you guys are working. I'm so excited about tomorrow. I'm getting contacts. It's going to be so exciting. I guess I have to start wearing makeup again because I feel like the glasses hide no makeup. And I have a feeling it's going to be very interesting looking with makeup on. Stitching time. All right, Lori. The stitching time's fun. I remember those days staying up till 12, 1 o'clock in the morning while working all day at the pet facility and then coming home and working. I remember those days. They're rough. Congratulations to you and good luck. I know it's hard, but you got this. You got this. You got this, friend. You can do it. I know you can because it's hard. People don't realize how hard it is and how much you sacrifice to get started. And then day will come. I know it will come for you that you can quit your job and do this full time. I know you got this. You know, it'll come. Mine took a year and a half. Took a year and a half and on a single needle the whole time. No tutus, nothing, just shirts. I would sit there like this, going, falling asleep at the machine. And then I got my first multi-needle, and then it wasn't like, because once I started doing tutus, my shop picked up. So then, you know, I needed a second one like within months. So, oh, well, thank you, Lori. You're exactly what I needed today. That's what we're here for. We're here to lift each other up. It does no good to bring another person down to make you feel better about your life. None. It does no good. None whatsoever. You guys hear me pulling apart the heat and bond. And I know people, and I've had friends before that cut others down to make themselves feel good, and the friendship didn't last because I'm not about that. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's times I'm like, oh, this person did this, or, you know, like in my head. And occasionally I'll vent to one of my best friends, you know, because you can't be positive all the time. It is actually really cold up here now. I'm going to turn the fan off. I turned the air down. I think I turned it down a couple of degrees too low because it is actually quite chilly up here now. Before I was sweating, and now it's like chilly. Got 6 minutes left on this one, and then we're going to start a new one. So then we're going to go from there. Thank you guys again for the thumbs up. I really appreciate it. It's just got to finish out the name. That's all. It just needs to finish out the name. And then we can start the next one. And then we can go from there. The name is Samson, so we've got to wait for it to stitch out. It's 11:11. Make a wish. Uh-oh. We are out of bobbin. All right. 2 more minutes. 2 more letters. Kind of weird just waiting on one machine. I'm used to like going and going and going and going and going. I'm not used to this waiting. I don't know what to do with my time. That is so loud for you guys. I feel so bad when that happens. Okay. I am starving. And I have got some stuff to do downstairs. So let me turn on this heat press so I can get this one order out. I got to run to the post office because I fiddle farted around and missed the what's the word I'm looking for? I missed the mailman. Took me a minute to figure that out, what I was trying to say there. So I'm just going to heat press the shirt, put some backing on it, and I am going to go downstairs, grab something to eat, and go to the post office. So if you guys have any, or if you have any questions, ask them in the VIP group. If you're not in the VIP group, ask to be, it's just Sweet Threads VIP, Sweet Threads Gifts VIP. It is a private group. You will have to be approved, which is no big deal. I'll approve you, or one of my lovely mods will approve you as soon as you ask. Ask questions in there. If you are my friend on Facebook, ask me in Instant Messenger. It's not called Instant Messenger. It's called Facebook Messenger. Just ask me there. If you guys have any other questions, you can leave a comment on this video. So once again, thank you so much for all the support. I really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Thank you for all the thumbs up. If you haven't already, give it a thumbs up. And thanks for hanging out with me. And I appreciate you guys so very much. I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I will talk to you later. Love you guys. Bye. Whoops. Uh-oh. It's not going to let me end the stream. Oh no, what did I do wrong? Oh no, it's not letting me end the stream. What did I do wrong? Uh-oh. Oh no, what am I gonna do? Let me get my mouse, see if that'll help. I'm sorry, guys. I said goodbye and then it's gone. There we go. See you guys later. Bye, guys.